Hi everybody, Jillian here from Gulf Coast Canine, and today I wanted to shoot a little video of our newest dog in for training. Her name is Willow, and the reason why I wanted to shoot this particular video is because she is very insecure, and especially around new objects. And so this puts us into a bit of a dilemma, especially when teaching place command, because we teach place command on those raised dog beds that you see in all of our videos, and she's particularly suspicious about this object. So I wanted to go through all of the steps in which you can still teach your dog place, especially on an object in which is either new for them or something that they're very unsure of. In this situation, Willow will run away from the cot. She will pull backwards on leash. She really just has this complete apprehension of getting anywhere near it, let alone on it. So I know in a lot of our videos, you'll see most dogs are eager to get onto the object, especially when food and snacks are around. But Willow is a bit of a different case. And so I wanted to shoot this video for those of you whose dogs might not really enjoy or be interested in exploring a new object, especially to get on top of. So enjoy this little video. Again, it's her first time even being taught this command. I only know that she is nervous around this object because I've walked her towards it, and her reaction, even walking her near the cot, was something I wasn't quite expecting. So you're gonna see this command and this training process from the ground up. So for those of you whose dogs might have issues in the future, you can refer back to this video and you can see us working Willow and getting her comfortable on this new object. Now, just for the record, it may take more than one session. So the idea here is to be extremely patient, extremely calm, and just help your dog work through it. So I hope you enjoy. All right, so the first thing that I always try to do before I even get my dog out is make sure that I'm fully prepared for exactly what I'm gonna need. 1 is a regular leash, 2, bag full of treats, and 3, because I know that she, meaning Willow, is really nervous about this object. Most dogs, we walk towards the place cot with it looking exactly like this and expect them to step on it. Dogs who are nervous are not exactly gonna enjoy this idea. So what we do first is start by flipping it over. This is a little less nerve-wracking for dogs. We can teach them to just naturally walk straight over it and then obviously get some rewards. So this is just a little bit of a trick, if you will, to help dogs feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident their first time, especially if I know that they're already nervous about the object. All right, so here's Willow, and as you can see, she's kind of sniffing it out and already a little bit nervous about it. But again, the biggest idea here is to be as calm and nonchalant about this object as possible. So most people will try to prompt their dog or pull them across it, forcing them to do it, or coddle them by saying, it's okay, when they're clearly in a state of mind that is not necessarily something I would like to reward. So the biggest thing that I'm gonna do is just act like it's no big deal, because it's not. Now, Willow's a little concerned about Snowball the cat off in the corner, so she's a little distracted. However, this is her second day of training. We've already introduced a training collar, so she's definitely walking much nicer. And so she's already been introduced to a training collar with heeling, turning, and sitting. And so now this is the next thing that we'd like to teach is place. So just letting her check it out again, no big deal. And I'm gonna take some food because especially she's been interested on eating our snacks. And she just made a liar out of me, which is okay. Hey. So now the idea is that she's being rewarded for actually checking it out. Good girl. Good job. Now, you may or may not have noticed, but I started by putting the food right on the edge of the place cot, so it wasn't as intimidating for her. And the last couple times I actually threw some food right in the center. This way she has to reach a little bit more to get to it. Once it seems like she's a little bit more comfortable eating actually off of the overturned place cot, I'm actually going to step straight on it. I want to show Willow here that this is no big deal. I'm actually stepping on it, hanging out here. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to make me fall through an empty hole in the floor, which remember, some dogs think that it might actually happen. So I usually just start by standing on it and holding some food in my hand. Okay, so now that Willow is much more comfortable and confident walking over the overturned place cot, I am going to start introducing a little bit more duration. I'm not going to get really excited and flip it over and expect her to do the same thing. A lot of our human flaws tend to take over rush through the process, meaning she stepped over it once or twice and now I'm going to flip it over and just, make her do it. Instead, I really want to take my time and I want to develop her confidence and her ability to be comfortable on this object. I don't want to take 3 steps forward and 2 steps backwards. So I'm going to introduce place just like I normally would, except it's going to be upside down. So it's not going to be the raised dog cot, it's just going to be this nice flat object on the ground. Again, just getting her more comfortable and used to the object, then I will actually turn it over and develop the process from there. Okay. Good. Good. So as you can see, she's really excited to just get on it and then over it, as compared to being interested in hanging out and spending time here. So I'm just going to work on getting her used to keeping her paws here for a little bit longer. Good. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Break. So the key here is just getting her to get on the cot and stop. I'm absolutely okay with the fact that it's only her front 2 paws. I'll develop it into being all 4 paws eventually. But again, I don't want to rush through this. I want her to take her time, really understand what it is I want her to do, and feel comfortable about being We've taught Willow to stop moving her paws when I stop moving my feet. So I'm kind of tapping into that concept, except we're just stopping on this object. of teaching Willow place from start to finish. I'm actually going to leave it there today. So instead of flipping the cot over and making her work more and work harder, I'm simply not going to push her. I'm going to give her some time to rest, to relax, to take in everything that she just did, and then this way, we call that soak time. And then this way, when she comes back out for her next training session, she will have had a chance to really soak in everything that she learned. And the hope is that then this way, she comes back out ready and refreshed and ready to go. So, again, don't push them too hard, too far, too fast. That tends to be our human flaw. And, just really go slow and use lots of good food. And again, Willow has already been introduced the training collar, so that definitely made this situation a little bit easier. You'll notice that I didn't use it to force her onto the place cot. I, however, used it to communicate to her that she wasn't allowed to just react on impulse and run away, which is really important. I didn't want her pulling away and trying to run away or avoid the task altogether. I used it as a subtle communication tool to teach her that this was actually a-okay. So, Willow Introduction to Place Session 1 is in the books. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day. Good girl. You say hi to the camera.